What is connected planning and why is it such a big deal? Before we talk about the power of connected planning, let's cover a brief history of how we got here. Organisations have been using planning tools of some sort for the last 30 to 40 years. Spreadsheets were introduced as a personal productivity planning tool around mid-80s, and Excel became dominant in every organisation by the 90s. 30 years later, Excel is still the primary tool used in nearly every enterprise for planning. Why is this? Microsoft Excel is easy for business owners to use, is flexible when changes are required, and available on every doorstep. Enhancements in technology and the evolution of the CIO gave rise to many on-premise and point solutions in the 1990s and early 2000s. Business functions began to purchase tools to solve a specific planning problem, such as OPEX planning, demand planning, merchandise planning, incentive compensation management, and more. These points solutions addressed some of the limitations of Excel and offered improved security, scalability, and auditability. Organisations invested in these solutions believing they would serve as a single source of truth. However, business leaders noticed that Excel remained as the planning tool of choice across the business because the point solutions weren't flexible enough and most often required a specialised skill set to address changes. Most companies are still struggling with the combined spreadsheet and point solution planning environment today. In 2010, the emergence of an awareness of the cloud appeared. As the adoption of cloud accelerated point solutions started migrating their on-prem approach to the cloud. The problem with this approach is these solutions are not cloud native and not optimized for the cloud, limiting the functionality, performance, and usability. Therefore, Excel continues to drive many planning processes in most organizations today. Enter Anaplan, a cloud-native platform that offers the best of both worlds. It is business-owned, it's flexible, and available like a spreadsheet environment, combined with the security, scalability, and auditability of a point solution. Every day, our customers are replacing both Excel and point solution planning and migrating to the Anaplan platform. Enterprise planning isn't just financial planning. Planning is happening in all parts of the business, involving different people and different data at different times. It's ongoing and includes front of house planning such as sales, marketing, trade promotion, and advertising planning. There is operational planning, workforce planning, and supply chain planning. And of course, there's financial planning. Planning spans the entire value chain of an enterprise. However, in most organizations, each business function is performing their planning process in siloed spreadsheets and point solutions, creating an environment of isolated data, insight and decision making, and a severe lack of collaboration. To align the enterprise around the big picture and corporate strategy, data must be combined with plans from spreadsheets and point solutions at all various levels of granularity and representing different timeframes. The task is often daunting and time consuming and completely out of date once complete. Additionally, organizations with this siloed environment face data and execution errors, missed deadlines and opportunities, and significant efficiencies. The missed value to the organization is massive. Anaplan breaks down traditional silos and creates a single planning source of truth that enables connected planning across functions. Connected planning results in purchasing decisions made in supply chains, which are immediately reflected in the income statement. Demand plans are immediately updated when forecasts change. An executive request for an additional what-if scenario is managed in a single platform and immediately impacts all appropriate plans for fast and agile results. The combination of having the right people working on the right plans with the right data at the right time drives unparalleled value for our customers. Planning needs fall into two primary categories. The first tier includes market conditions use cases, which are the business process specific spreadsheets and point solutions previously discussed. Examples include technologies for isolated planning needs such as operating expenses, capital expenditure, incentive compensation management, sales and operation planning, and others. These are the use cases that are complex, requiring modeling, flexibility, and involved data integrations that point solutions or spreadsheets cannot easily provide. Examples include zero-based budgeting, pricing optimization, or territory and quota planning. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of these enterprise planning use cases being managed in Excel that should be moved to a connected planning platform. Connecting all of these historically siloed and offline cases, whether they be market-driven or value-add, to a single platform such as Anaplan, will drive enormous and quantifiable value for a business. The third tier represents the value of connecting planning use cases. The ability to leverage data and insights across the business provide almost unimaginable value for an organization. Now that you're thinking about the value Anaplan can add to your business, let's walk through a framework to help break down the exponential value of Anaplan. It all starts with a few use cases. Customers are involved in an immediate pain point or a singular problem and looking for an increase in productivity, such as a faster cycle time or fewer man hours. An example could include more efficient territory and quota setting, capacity and coverage planning, and incentive modeling. As the customer realizes the value and deep capabilities of Anaplan, they start connecting siloed businesses processes together and Anaplan's value increases. This second phase is where the customer really starts to embrace their Anaplan journey. They may start connecting additional planning resources to enhance their previously deployed sales models. Examples include sales forecasting, pricing optimization, or account segmentation or scoring. When a customer achieves 8 to 10 use cases, they typically start connecting cross-functional planning processes. This is a major milestone for connected planning journey as customers start to achieve productivity gains upwards of 25%. In our example, a customer may start connecting all of their sales planning to supply chain processes. As the rollout of Anaplan continues, customers find themselves on a connected planning path that is enterprise-wide and maximizes their investment in the platform. This is where Anaplan becomes a key component to their transformation, and the customer can tie their connected planning process environment to improvements in key metrics. Some of our customers have credited Anaplan as enabling their transformation towards leading class planning, modeling and analytics, and have linked it to improvement in shareholder return. Your connected planning journey begins with your creativity. No two journeys are the same, and we're here to partner with you in uncovering the possibilities, crafting the roadmap, and helping you maximising your investment in Anaplan.